To our channel all about BA. In this session I'm going to tell you how do we handle exception in Azure Databricks notebook and send back the result to Data Factory in case of any errors or exceptions. Okay, normally when you have a notebook activity and you execute it from pipeline, the output will not be evident. Okay, you will be getting something called run page URL and you will have to click that to know more about the status of the notebook activities execution. Okay, I have executed it now. Let us see that in a while. If you click the output of the notebook activity, you will see something called run page URL. Okay, you will have to click this URL to know more about the happenings of the notebook's execution. Okay, so as you can see here, we will have the complete execution status in this web page, but if we want to capture only the error message or output message from notebook and we have to read it from Data Factory for our logging purpose, what do we do? That is what I'm going to tell you. Okay, inside my Databricks notebook, what I'm doing is I'm enclosing my code in try and except block. Okay, just like try catch block that we use in C#. Okay, so this makes sure we are capturing the error in the object E and I'm assigning the value of E to output to ADF variable. Okay, and this particular line dbutils.notebook.exit of output to ADF, right? This makes sure it sends back the result or output from my notebook back to Data Factory. Okay, without this line there is no communication going to happen except that we are going to get a run page URL. Okay, so once you do this right from Data Factory, if you look at the output, you will see one more line called run output, one more property called run output. This will be giving you the complete error message. Okay, so for testing purpose I have made sure there is no file called file n.txt. so we are getting this error in notebook. The same error is returned back to the notebook activity as well in pipeline. Okay, so I am seeing this run output from my notebook, which I can read in a set variable. Okay, for my logging purpose, what I am doing is activity of notebook 1 dot output dot run output. This will capture the output from the notebook activity. Okay, alright, I'll show you one more example. I'm just replacing file n with the proper file and I'm just removing es. Okay, so if I run this it is going to tell me there is no attribute called read lin, okay, for f. So basically the method name is wrongly mentioned. So let us see what is the output coming in notebook. Alright, so meanwhile I will run it from Data Factory as well. Notebook exited, there is no error actually. Okay, if you have any error, I mean there is no exception basically. If you have any exception, you will have some exception code here and notebook has exited with this message. So what is the message? Object has no attribute read lin. Okay, so the same message is going to be read from my notebook activity and I'm going to assign it in the set variable. Once I assign it to set variable, I can use it for my logging purpose. So I mean a text file in my blob storage path, or I can log it to an Azure SQL table. Okay, that's up to me. So let's wait for the notebook activity. If you miss out the last line, right, this notebook dbutils.notebook.exit, there won't be any value sent back from notebook to your notebook activity. Okay, you will just have the run page URL just like how I showed you, and only this will be coming up. There will not be any run output. Okay, so if you look at the run output now, the same message that you are seeing in notebook will be appearing here, which I will be assigning it to a set variable activity. Okay, so this is all I had for this session. If you have any questions, I welcome you to post it in the comment section. Thanks a lot for your support. Keep supporting.